Welcome to The Know. I'm Ashley Jenkins.
I'm Mica Burton.
Do you know that Nintendo has a new console out? No, it's not the Switch. You already know about that one. You can't possibly have escaped it. No, Nintendo just announced another console, a handheld to be precise, and nobody knows exactly why.
Yes, Nintendo, for reasons that only it knows, dropped a video on us last night for the new 2DS XL, which is a redesigned version of the 2DS.
Except it's like a 2DS and a 3DS got together
and had a little baby.
A big baby.
A big baby, because it's XL. It features much larger screens, a much sleeker design, and, hinges.
The thing is, everyone is wondering, why the hell Nintendo is releasing yet another console in the 3DS family, a console that is nearly 6 years old and, like the Switch, is a portable system 2 months after they just launched the new console that's supposed to be their cornerstone. We're confused.
We're confused, but don't get us wrong. We love the 3DS.
Great system.
Such a great system, has a ton of great games, and in this era of smartphone gaming, the 3DS is the last holdout for dedicated portable gaming systems. It was underpowered and not as pretty as the PS Vita, but, still it has a place in our hearts.
That 240p screen or whatever it was lovely. There's no question at all that 3DSs have been a hit. They've sold more than 65 million units combined as of last year. I am probably about 1 million of those because I can't stop buying the limited editions.
You love your fancy DSs.
I really do. And there have been a bunch of them. There's the original 3DS, the 3DS XL, the new 3DS, which had the faster processor, and the new 3DS XL.
My God, I'm getting all of those confused.
And now there's there's so much more.
There's so much more. And you might remember the 2DS when it released in 2013. It was intended as an entry-level version of the 3DS that ditched the 3D capability and clamshell design. So instead, it had one-piece slate form factor that made it kind of feel like a big toy. Or
it really looked like something you'd find in the toy aisle. Almost like a Nintendo knockoff, one of those ones that will only play one game.
And it wasn't a coincidence that it felt like a big toy. Nintendo of America president Reggie Fils-Aimé said that the 2DS was targeted towards the younger players. The 2DS sold about 5 million units worldwide, but never really caught on in America.
And so they killed it here. So at this point, you think that after this many versions of the 3DS, Nintendo would be kind of done moving on to the Switch. Yes, they said they're still supporting the 3DS. They still have plans for games for this year, all that sort of stuff, but maybe that they would focus on the software, not the hardware, but no!
Nah.
And that brings up the question of why to release yet another refreshed version of a 6-year-old console at this point. 2 months after they've launched their big new flashy one, it seems kind of odd. Well, they announced it 2 months after. It's not out yet. When you presumably would want all eyes on the Switch still. And let's not forget the Switch. Oh, that's portable too. That's one of its major selling points. The new 2DS XL will cost you $150, but for another $150, you could get yourself a much higher end machine that you can play Breath of the Wild on.
So, needless to say, we're not the only ones who are scratching our heads at this move. The Guardian wrote that it feels like Nintendo is trolling the entire game industry.
They might be.
April Fool's was just so many days ago, guys. Come on, you're a little bit late. It pointed out that Nintendo is now supporting the Switch, a 3DS XL, plus the 2DS and the 2DS XL. Oh, and there are rumors that Nintendo will reboot the Super Nintendo with an SNES mini console, so...
Oh, that's why they had to kill the NES Classic, is to make room for the new 2DS XL. Right. As The Guardian puts it, this time next month we can probably expect the rebirth of the Game & Watch series and a version of the NES robot add-on Rob, complete with Alexa-style artificial intelligence. No matter how clever it is, though, it still won't be able to predict Nintendo's hardware strategy.
Maybe Nintendo provided a clue as to why it's doing this in a recent earnings report, where it gave financial info for the fiscal year that just ended in March. That data showed that the 3DS is still doing pretty well. It saw a 7.7% increase in sales compared to the same period last year, and its software sales were up 14% for the fiscal year. Of course, a lot of that is due to Pokemon Sun and Moon, which shipped 15.4 million units globally.
And not every year is going to be a Sun and Moon year.
No.
As a result of those numbers, though, Nintendo says that 3DS will continue to be important going forward, which they've reiterated a couple of times now, really trying to make sure everyone knows that they'll still be supporting the 3DS. I guess we just all thought that meant games. They said that the 3DS continues to be a platform that they can rely on for software sales. See, there's software again.
Ars Technica theorized that maybe this is a console for people who can't afford a Switch. After all, the 2DS XL features the same upgraded hardware as its new 3DS XL counterpart, which means that it can play games like Xenoblade Chronicles 3D without the 3D.
Right, 2D. Which, let's be honest, is how we all play it anyway.
Yeah.
The only thing anyone ever does with the 3D on the 3DS is turn it up the second you start a new game, go, and then immediately turn it off again and go about your life. And the new system is going to launch along with 3 new games, Software, the side-scroller Hey Pikmin, mini-RPG Miitopia, and puzzle game Dr. Kawashima's Devilish Brain Training. Can you stay focused? That's a very long name.
It's a very long name. Ars Technica predicts that this will be the swan song for the 3DS, but honestly, shouldn't that swan have been singing already? Like, years ago, back when they started adding new, XL, triple XL, new.
Nintendo also released a promotional image of a bunch of younger kids having just the time of their lives playing the new system. They all look so happy, especially considering they're playing an outdated hardware and their parents don't love them enough to buy a Switch, but hey, I guess it's something.
After the new 2DS announcement, Reggie said, "This new addition to Nintendo's portable hardware line demonstrates our commitment to the handheld market."
So, alright, there you go. Guess the 3DS, 2DS line? Not done. Like, there's so many more. Maybe Nintendo's just not ready to just give up on a group of products that are, they're still selling games. So they figure if you're still buying games, maybe there's someone out there who still wants the hardware too.
Forbes suggests that this could be a move aimed at Japan. As Forbes wrote, the home console market in Japan is dismal and getting worse, but the 3DS has been huge over there, so Nintendo doesn't want to let that market go. But still, there are fundamental problems with continued DS family support when the system is 6 years old and Nintendo's hardware and software focus has now almost explicitly turned to mobile elsewhere.
At the end of the day, if Nintendo keeps this up, aren't they just going to end up competing with themselves in the portable market? Yeah. After all, so the Vita is pretty much dead. No other console maker has a portable on the market. We haven't even heard rumors of anyone making a portable. No one has competed with Nintendo in this space for years. But now they've got the Switch to do that. I don't think anyone thought they were going to immediately cancel 3DS support for the Switch. They've said time and again that they won't do that, but new hardware, that's a new one. Maybe what they're doing is they just want to have all kinds of special editions. They announced this and immediately announced a special edition for Japan, which by the way is super cute.
It's super cute.
And it kind of makes me upset all over again that the 3DS is not region free. Well, overall though, not hard to see a future where if Nintendo keeps pumping out games for the 2DS and 3DS, gamers are gonna be left thinking, why can't I just play this on the Switch?
Yeah.
We're already thinking that about every single game.
Every game we pick up, it's just, I'd like this on the Switch, please.
This would be great on the Switch, yeah.
Yeah. So what do you guys think of the new 2DS XL? Is there a universe where you can imagine picking one up? Is the next one going to be the new 2DS XL with 3D, which is literally just a 3DS? Let us know in the comments.
2D 3DS XL.
Oh God.
And for all your Nintendo news, including every single weird business decision they make in the middle of the night, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the Now.
I just like to imagine some business exec woke up and was like, I have an idea.
No, hold on, stay with me here. What if we did the 3DS, right?
Yeah.
But we took out the 3D.
But we already did that.
We did?
But wait. What if we make it the same design,